Hey, Habs fans, are you feeling a mix of daring intrigue and serious caution right now? What if I told you that the Montreal Canadiens are in the thick of one of the heaviest trade rumors of the 2025-26 NHL season, with insider Jeff Merrick confirming that the Habs are foremost among teams eyeing Steven Stamkos, the struggling veteran star from the Nashville Predators, whose $32 million contract has become a disaster amid a shocking decline, with this ultra-recent report from November 18, 2025, detailing Nashville's collapse and Stamkos' meager 5 points in 20 games. This would be the high-risk, high-reward move to add a legend to our roster. Today, we're diving deep into this explosive speculation, exploring Stamkos' potential to rebound with the Habs, dissecting the massive financial and personal hurdles, and debating if Kent Hughes should gamble on reviving a fading star. Let's unpack this blockbuster rumor and see if Montreal can turn a Predators misstep into our gain. Let's set the stage with the jaw-dropping news that's electrifying the NHL trade market. The Canadiens, after a promising 3-1-0 start in the 2025-26 season after a playoff return last year, are actively seeking veteran leadership and offensive punch to complement their young core of Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield, even as they balance a cautious rebuild under GM Kent Hughes. With over $38 million in projected cap space for 2026-27 after shedding Carey Price's contract, Hughes has room to absorb significant deals. Enter Steven Stamkos, the 35-year-old two-time Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy winner, whose $32 million, four-year contract, $8 million annually, with Nashville has turned into a burden as the Predators languish at the bottom of the Central Division. While Pierre LeBrun reports no active talks, Mark's assertion that Montreal is in the conversation, alongside Vancouver signals real interest as the Habs keep tabs on this unfolding disaster. Now, let's dive into why Steven Stamkos, despite his alarming decline, remains a tantalizing if risky target for Canadiens. A future Hall of Famer with over 500 career goals and 2 Stanley Cups from his Tampa Bay days, Stamkos carries undeniable pedigree and leadership, qualities that could mentor a youthful Habs locker room. If slotted into a top 6 role alongside Suzuki or Caulfield, his playmaking and once-lethal shot could potentially reignite in Montreal's passionate environment, offering a veteran spark to a team on the rise. The rumor suggests Hughes might be betting on a change of scenery to rekindle a flame that's dimmed in Nashville, where Stamkos has floundered with just 5 points in 20 games. A shocking decline, per the report. His experience could be the missing piece to guide the Habs deeper into playoff contention. Let's imagine Stamkos' impact on Montreal's lineup if Hughes can pull off this gamble and he rediscovers even a fraction of his old form. Slotting him as a second-line winger or center with Ivan Demidov and Patrick Lane could create a dynamic trio, leveraging Stamkos' hockey IQ and passing to set up Lane's Canada's shot or Demidov's creativity. Alternatively, pairing him with Suzuki and Caulfield on the top line might unlock a mentorship dynamic, with Stamkos feeding Caulfield for one-timers while learning from Suzuki's two-way play. Picture revitalized Stamkos sniping a power play goal at the Bell Center, reigniting the crowd with echoes of his 60-goal seasons. His legacy can inspire a new era. Under Martin St. Louis' system, a focused Stamkos might thrive with less pressure than in Nashville, where he's failed to justify his $8 million cap hit. Of course, acquiring Stamkos is fraught with glaring risks and red flags that make this a polarizing debate. His shocking decline, just 5 points in 20 games, raises a massive question. Is Montreal getting a locker room leader or a financial anchor? The report bluntly states his $32 million contract over 4 years is a sum he's failed to justify lately, with offensive production plummeting since leaving Tampa Bay. At 35, there's a real chance his best days are behind him, and taking on an $8 million annual cap hit through 2028-29 could hamstring the Habs' flexibility for younger talent like Slavkovsky or Demidov if he doesn't rebound. Even if Nashville retains salary or swaps bad contracts, the risk of Stamkos underperforming in Montreal's high-pressure market, where every slump is magnified, looms large. This isn't a safe bet, It's a roll of the dice on a fading star. Let's dig into the biggest hurdle and additional challenges fueling the uncertainty. Beyond the financial burden, Stamkos holds a full no-movement clause in MC, giving him complete control over his destination, as the rumor confirms. He likes living in Nashville, per the report, and despite not defending his fit on the ice, might resist a move unless convinced his legacy is better served elsewhere. Hughes faces a daunting task of persuading Stamkos that Montreal, not a more immediate contender, is a place to revitalize his career, especially if Nashville's season remains a guaranteed disaster. Competing interest from teams like Vancouver, as Merrick notes, adds pressure, and without Stamkos' buy-in, this deal is dead on arrival. For Nashville, trading him would shed a problematic contract, but only if Stamkos waives his NMC, making this a complex puzzle. Let's step back and assess the broader implications. If the Canadiens landed Steven Stamkos, it would mark a bold, high-stakes gamble by Hughes, betting on a veteran legend to rebound and mentor a rising core alongside Suzuki and Caulfield, potentially accelerating Montreal's contention timeline. It's not just about adding a forward. It's about injecting Hall of Fame experience and leadership into a young roster, but at the risk of financial strain and on-ice disappointment. For Nashville, moving Stamkos would alleviate a $32 million disaster, though his NMC complicates any deal. As the rumor concludes, Mark's insistence that the Habs are in the conversation underscores real interest, but the enormous financial and sporting risk of Stamkos' decline looms large. With conflicting insider takes, LeBrun's caution versus Mark's fire, this remains a speculative long shot until Nashville's fate worsens. As we wrap this up, I'm torn between the captivating prospect of Steven Stamkos donning a Canadiens jersey, potentially reviving his career as a mentor and scorer, and the chilling reality of his decline and the contractual obstacles in play. This trade rumor, targeting a struggling veteran star from Nashville to bring leadership to Montreal, feels like a daring, potentially franchise-shaping move for Kent Hughes. Stamkos' pedigree and possible resurgence with Suzuki could elevate our playoff hopes, but his 5-point output in 20 games, $8 million cap hit through 2029, and full NMC are massive warning signs. Whether this materializes or remains provocative, what if it's a reminder that the Habs are poised for impactful swings as they build toward greatness? For now, the speculation keeps the tension alive as we await Nashville's next chapter. So, Habs Nation, I'm turning this over to you. Would you back Kent Hughes pursuing Steven Stamkos, betting on a Montreal revival despite his decline and $32 million contract? Or should we steer clear of the risk and focus on younger, safer targets? Drop your fiery opinions and cautious concerns in the comments. I'm eager to see if this rumor sparks the same intense debate in you as it does in me. And if the thought of Stamkos in blue, Blanc et Rouge has you intrigued, hit that like button to show your support. Let's keep this conversation blazing as we watch the Habs chase greatness in 2025 to 26. Until next time, keep believing and bleed blue, Blanc et Rouge.